Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is Holiday Delight. It's from Donut Cafe that I got at Ollie's. It's pretty good coffee depending on which flavor. And I got that from their holiday packet. But I buy their regular pack all the time. And it has like 80 some pods in it for $22, so that's a pretty good deal. So today is sunny. It's going to be sunny. It's still early, but it's clear out and it's going to be in the 40s, so not too bad a day. I don't think there's rain in the forecast, but it is chilly out there this morning. It's probably around 30 degrees. So, but we haven't had much snow. I shouldn't say that. Knock on wood. Do you know where that saying, knock on wood, came from? Back in the ancient days, when people believed there were a lot of different gods, and they believed the gods would play tricks on them. So whenever they said something that they thought the gods could play tricks on them with, they would knock on wood, and so the gods wouldn't hear what they were saying. I know, it's silly, but humans over the centuries have done some really silly things and believed some really silly things. So, yeah, lots of silly sayings. So if you know any silly sayings in their origin and what they mean, leave us a comment below. I think those things are very interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and put some creamer in the coffee. Did you ever wonder how people got to eating certain things? Like, a lot of cheeses are not very attractive. And it's like, who was the first guy that thought it would be a good idea to eat that? Or like drinking kombucha with that kombucha SCOBY. Who would think that, oh, that looks really good, let's drink it. I don't know, sometimes I wonder about these things. So I guess people eat and drink just about anything. But I'm not up for eating bugs. I think I draw the line there. Although some cultures consider them a delicacy, but no, I don't want to eat bugs. Cheers. Pretty good. I think I plan on staying home today again. I'm making progress on getting some things put away, but still needs work. I'm just going to put up some little mini lights yet around my mirror, some colored lights. And I'm even debating about bringing up my Christmas tree, because I have the fiber optic one, but that's really small. So I don't know, if I don't bring it up today or tomorrow, I might just skip that for this year too. I'm keeping it a very low-key, very simple Christmas this year. Hopefully by next year I'll be a little more organized, but who knows? You know, you plan these things and then it's like, oh, well, that didn't happen. But we'll see. But I would like to organize my Christmas things. They're organized up in my garage attic, but they're a little hard to get to. So I have to figure out something easier. And then I'm going to keep a lot of them because I can switch them out every year, but not over the top. I don't want to do that. So, okay, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and I will meet you at the budget book. All right, back at the budget book. So yesterday I didn't spend any money. I stayed home. I used what I had. I ate what I had. And I organized what I had. So that was what I did yesterday. Today I'd like to do more of the same. This holiday season has been very stress-free for me because I'm keeping it simple. And I think we can do that with a lot of things in life. Of course, not everything, because some things just have a timeline and they're important things that need to be done. But with the things that you don't have to do, if you keep those things to a minimum and keep them simple, life becomes much more pleasant. At least that's been my experience over the years. I used to lead a very complicated life. I had to go back to school when I was in my 40s, and I got my nursing degree. Before that, I was a hairdresser for many, many years, and I always enjoyed that career, much more actually than the nursing. But after I got divorced, it didn't provide us with enough money to live comfortably, so that's why I went to nursing school. So there was a point where after nursing school, after I got my degree, I actually worked 3 jobs. I used to do some hair at home in my basement, and I still worked part-time as a hairdresser, and then I worked part-time as a nurse. So there was so much going on back then, because I had 3 kids I needed to raise, that I had to color code my calendar in order to remember where I had to be on what day. So I know about complicated and hectic and crazy. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore. Sometimes you wonder, how in the heck did I get through that? But I guess you have youth and strength on your side, and you get through. You do what you got to do. And we do that as humans anyway, even as you get older. You do what you have to do. You put one foot in front of the other, figure out what direction you have to head, and there you go. It's not always a straight path. Sometimes you're backwards, sometimes you get sidetracked, but as long as you keep on the path, you'll get there. So anyway, that's what's going on with the budget today. It's much more simple, and it's much less than it was too, but it's me now. I don't have to provide for kids other than fur kids, which can be very expensive. But that's okay. I wouldn't have it any other way. So, all right. I will be back after I enjoy my coffee. 101 Ways to Simplify Your Life by Candy Paul. Day number 42. Love your work. In the noise and clatter of my kitchen, I possess God in great tranquility as if I were upon my knees. Brother Lawrence. It takes more energy to resist and complain than it does to have a positive attitude. Whether you like your job or wish you could be anywhere else, choosing to love your work can create a positive transformation in the way your workday unfolds. If you are doing a mundane task, offer it to God and give it your best effort. Use it as a form of prayer or meditation. If the task is exciting and creative, ask God to show you how to do it even better. Turn work into a love offering, appreciating the gifts that come with earning your daily bread. Ask God to help you see the blessings in your job. Companionship, money earned, useful work accomplished, another step toward a cherished goal. Well, there was another whole animal living back here, but I'm cleaning behind this fireplace, and I took those 2 lamps down. I don't want them there anymore. It was all just looking a little too cluttered. and I'm decorating for Christmas, so I want to change out these lights. They're clear white, and I want some warm light up there. And I'm also going to put a string of colored. Then when Christmas is over, I can leave the colored lights up and just not plug them in, and then just use the warm white lights. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today. Trying to clean and decorate at the same time. So I'll be back later when I'm done and show you what I came up with. Are you a good boy? You're always giving your sisters a bath. You keep those girls nice and clean, don't you? Yes, you do. You keep those girls nice and clean. Such good puppies. I love my puppies. Okay. Alright, well, I got this all decluttered. I put all my little houses on top of here. So I think that looks better. These two are real candles. I'll light those up tonight. And I put the colored lights in with the white lights. The warm white lights didn't work out, so I just had to put the clear ones back. And it looks okay. It's not the most festive Christmas display I've ever had. Usually I have my nativity on here, but I'm not getting that out this year. So anyway, then I just used a little bit of more greenery around here, and that's a candle thing that is on a timer that will turn off and on. So I got everything cleaned. I pulled all this out, cleaned behind there, and that should be easy. And then I think I'll just leave the colored lights up there and not plug those in after the holidays, so next year it'll be a lot easier. All right, just trying to simplify, make things festive, and still not do too much work. Now this year it's going to be a lot more work because I'm getting things set up, but next year all I have to do is plug in some lights and put my nativity back. So okay, that's my big project for the day. Now I'm going to have some tea and relax. All right, well, I've got everything lit up and it's looking quite cozy. So the fireplace is all done, nice and clean, and it'll be all ready for Christmas Eve. Over here I have my fiber optic tree and a plant there in the corner that I added colored lights to. It used to have just white lights. And a couple of pillows on the chair. Oh, look at what they did to my couch. They made more pillows. And then over here I have a jacket that I bought at Drug Mart that I thought looks great just draped over the chair. It's really soft. And then this is the towel that I bought at Mark's the other day for $1.99. Just giving it some Christmas color. Usually the chair has green and orange, but now it's got some red to it. So, making progress on my Christmas decorations. What happened? Did your nubby fall down? You want me to get it for you? Oh, this is his very, very favorite toy. He loves it. There you go, sweetheart. Oh, what? You don't have a nubby. You've got a whole basket. You've got a whole basket full of toys there, but you never get them. My camera does not do well in this lighting. It's not time for those TREAT yet. You have another half an hour to wait. I've had this fiber optic tree forever. Used to go on the boat for Christmas in July. I've replaced a couple of the parts from it already, but it's still hanging in there. So I think this is where I'm going to put my other Christmas tree, and I'm going to put this fiber optic tree in the dining room for a little bit of decor in there as well. And that's going to be pretty much it as far as the decorations go. Right? Right? Yes. Oh, baby Chloe. Are you comfy on that ugly old shag rug? Okay. I think it's time to do a sign-off now. Hey, for dinner tonight I'm having some leftover this and that. This was the Seeds of Change rice that I made the other day for my Southern burgers. There's still a little bit of Southern burger in there, but mostly it's the Seeds of Life. Then I bought this orange sauce from Walmart from my last haul. I have an egg, and I had some frozen veggies that I'm just unthawing and cooking. And I'm going to mix that all up and make a stir fry out of that, like a fried rice kind of dish. So I'm just going to let these cook. And that's going to be my dinner for tonight. Just using up what I have. I don't like to throw leftovers away. I like to make new dishes out of it. So I'm just going to let those cook for a little bit and add everything else. And then I'll be back. Okay, the veggies are all cooked. There's still butter in the pan. I cooked them in butter. Just kind of stir fry them. Going to add the egg. Whip that up in there. I'm going to season this with a little bit of garlic salt. A little bit of pepper. And now I'm going to add the rest of my leftover Southern burger and rice with quinoa. There's quinoa in here too. And it's from one of those packets. It's called Seeds of Change. And I like to keep those on hand in my stash for a quick meal. I'm just going to let that heat up a little bit. And I just took the veggies right out of the freezer. Just cook them in a little butter. And the egg is for a little bit of extra protein. I'm just going to heat that up a little bit. Then I'm just going to add some of the orange sauce. It doesn't have peppers in it, but it does have ginger in it, so it does have a little tiny bit of heat. I find ginger has heat. I don't know if it's just my palate or if it really does. So that's it. I've got my starch, I've got my veggies, and I've got my protein in there. And adding a little bit of that orange sauce for flavor. It's definitely not swimming in it. And this looks like it might be enough for 2 meals. So stretching my food. So out of that Seeds of Change, I got three Southern burgers. I got this now, so it'll probably be about 6 meals out of that Seeds of Change packet, and also out of the Southern burgers. So, okay, I'm going to dish this up and I'll be back. All right, there's dinner. Let me give it a taste. And I can always add a little bit more sauce if I want. You can add a little bit of lime to it. That would be good. That's very good. The sauce just gives it a little bit of a kick. Not much. It's not hot. I don't like hot food. Very flavorful. And then here, I have this much left over for another meal that I could make into a wrap for lunch. All right. I'll be back in a couple minutes to sign off. Well, at least I got something accomplished today. One thing off my to-do list was cleaning that fireplace. It's been a while since I moved it out from the wall. It's not that hard to do. It's something I can do myself, but it gets really hairy back there. I found another whole animal living back there. So every once in a while, at least, well, once a year, I like to pull it out and clean back there. But I thought Christmas time is the perfect time to do that. At least then I remember to do it. And that fireplace actually has an insert. Well, I have an electric fireplace in there, so it does give out heat. It's just a little unit that I bought that looks like a fire, but it is a heater too. It just so happens to fit in there. But originally, when I bought that fireplace, it does have some, I don't know if it's cement logs. It's something fireproof. But anyway, you can put 3 things of canned heat in there so that you actually can have a real fire in there. Of course, it's not a log because it's not vented, but the inside of it is metal. So I've used that before when we've had power outages, and you know, at least it's something. And then I also have a little tea light holder that has 3 tea lights in there that I light sometimes, and those are close enough to the metal where it'll warm that up and radiate a little tiny bit of heat out into the room. So anyway, that's my fireplace, and I've had it for years. At one point it was in my dining room, but it's been in my living room for many, many years. And, you know, that way I can see it and get the ambiance of a fireplace without actually having one. That's one of the regrets I have when I built this house, was that I did not have a fireplace put in. We did have that option. We could get a gas fireplace, and I've always thought about maybe putting in some kind of a wood burner into the living room, but the funds just aren't there. Otherwise, I would do that. So anyway, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. I hope that your Christmases are going to be wonderful with family and friends. But if you're by yourself, you know, make it wonderful anyway. Call somebody on the phone. Call one of your friends and have a nice chat, whatever. So, make yourself a happy, nice day. But I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm going to continue with my Christmas cleaning and redoing and whatever else. All right, my friends, I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share. Thanks for watching.